Just over 200 miles of West Virginia road separates Huntington and Morgantown. But over these 200 miles, a rivalry has brewed for a century. Marshall has been trying to take down West Virginia since 1911. Led by Heisman hopeful Geno Smith, it's a new era for the Mountaineers. They storm into their first season of Big 12 play, ranked number 11 in the nation. Once a year, 200 miles of road turns into 100 yards of grass. The Thundering Herd and the Mountaineers in a battle for state supremacy. Fox College Football right now. We are back here at Milan Puskar Stadium, getting set for this game between Marshall and number 11 West Virginia. For the atmosphere, what it's like down on the field, we go down to our third member of our crew, our running back, Darius Walker.
Hey guys, down here on the field, let me tell you, the atmosphere is electric. These players are jaw-jocking, they're hitting each other, they're head-butting each other. Makes me want to relive my days at Notre Dame, and I'm sure Eric might feel the same way. Maybe we can make a little tandem there, E. But back to you guys.
So what do we have? We got a running back, we got a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, and I'll just be holding the kicks.
You'd be good at that.
The head coach for Marshall is Doc Holliday. In his third season, led this team, a very young squad last year, to a bowl game at the Beef O'Brady Bowl, a victory over FIU. And the head coach for West Virginia in his second season, Dana Holgerson, who led his team to that huge Orange Bowl victory over Clemson, 70-33. Marshall won the toss. They have elected to receive. Corey Smith will kick off here for the Mountaineers. Andre Snipes Booker is back deep for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Last year in this game, opening day last year, Andre Snipes Booker returned a punt for a touchdown. Now he's back there on the kickoff. And the new rules here in college, they'll be kicking off from the 35-yard line, whereas last year it was at the 30-yard line. We are underway. Snipes Booker in the end zone. He will take a knee, will have a touchback, and the other new rule on kickoffs, the touchback will now go to the 25-yard line, not the 20. This Marshall team will be led by their sophomore quarterback, Rakeem Cato.
You know, Rakeem's a guy that is going to be looking to really do some great things today. He's got that strong arm. He's been working on it. He's also gained like 20, 25 pounds in the offseason, so that muscle is going to help him sustain 4 quarters of football.
This Marshall team, much like West Virginia, they will work very, very quickly. Cato in the shotgun. Trayvon Van in the backfield on first down. A pass the sideline is complete to Aaron Dobson. And Dobson picks up 8 yards, sets up second down and 2.
Yeah, I knew the quick pass was probably going to come just so he could feel comfortable. Being a sophomore, young guy, will probably want to get his rhythm going early in this game.
On 2nd and 2, they fake the handoff. The pass is deflected in the air, and then it's knocked down by Cato. A heads-up play by the sophomore. Third and 2 coming up. Cato looking at the sidelines for the call. Cato will run for it up the middle, picks up the first down and slides at the 39-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Yeah, what a smart play by Cato right there. You know, looking at his full field reads, he made 2-3 reads, saw the opening and got the first down. Exactly what they needed to do.
Head coach Doc Holliday spoke about the first couple possessions. They got to figure out this new defense of West Virginia. Play action. Another pass for Cato, and the pass is hauled in by Aaron Dobson. A 12-yard pickup. Broderick Jenkins there on the tackle. Another first down here for Marshall.
What a great job on the play fake, just putting the ball in the running back's pocket and doing a good job of setting his feet and making a good throw.
Up at midfield here for Marshall. A good opening drive here for the Thundering Herd. Cato hands off this time to Van. And Van's second effort picks up a couple of yards. Terrence Garvin is there for the tackle. Garvin moved up from strong safety this year to play that star linebacker position. On 2nd and 8. Again, the handoff. Knocked but stays on his feet is Van. And Van now slips and falls. Will Clark, the first to make contact with him in the backfield. It's a loss of 9 for Van. Isaiah Bruce finally able to be there to wrap him up as Van slips the turf.
Yeah, you can really tell that they're being physical right now. They're trying to make a statement early on defense in this game.
3rd and 17 coming up here for Marshall. And the crowd is getting into it here. Cato setting up the screen. Van has some room to run up the middle, gets up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12. He'll be 5 yards short of the first down. Broderick Jenkins there with his 2nd tackle of the game.
That was a really smart play call there. Long, 3rd and long, trying to get maybe a first down and draw that defense. You saw the rush. They're bringing a lot of pressure right now. They're being physical and they have a lot of energy. So I think that was a great play call.
And if nothing else, it gets them a little bit better for field position for that punt, because Tavon Austin is standing back at his own 10-yard line, and this guy is dangerous as a returner. Tyler Williams off to punt, tries to angle it towards the sideline. And a good roll for Marshall. That will be down inside the 10. A 39-yard punt there for Tyler Williams. So we saw the sophomore quarterback for Marshall, now the senior quarterback for West Virginia, Geno Smith, who many people have on their early Heisman Trophy candidates.
Yeah, I mean, look what he did last year. I mean, the career that he's had so far and the expectations that this program has of Geno Smith and just what he's able to do down in and down out. I mean, he's a very consistent player, and he's going to prove that right now today. I think that Marshall's going to try to do a tough time of stopping them.
They will start from their own 6-yard line. Geno Smith under center quickly. The handoff to Tavon Austin. Austin trying to bounce to the outside, cuts it back up the middle. And this guy who is so elusive is able to pick up 6 yards on first down.
What a great job of following his blockers there, too, and just finding that hole to pick up 5 or 6 yards on a first down play.
2nd down and 4 coming up. Again, much like Marshall, you won't see this team really go into a huddle. They'll get the play off quickly. Smith in the shotgun. Tavon Austin in motion. Play action. Again, it's to Austin. And Austin, you can see him just trying to set up that defender, and he falls forward. And he's going to pick up the first down. Raheem Waiters there with a tackle.
What allows him to pick up that first down, like you said, he just made a stutter step, and he's so fast with his feet. He's so quick and explosive that he knew he could make that play and get a first down.
1st and 10 here for West Virginia. Smith taking his time making the play call. The first handoff of the game. It's to Austin in the backfield, who breaks a tackle, and he's very close to that first down marker as Dominic LeGrand, the transfer from Boston College, is there for the stop. The starting lineups for West Virginia brought to you by Taco Bell. That receiving core is dangerous on the offensive line. A little deeper this year. The pass is complete to the near sideline by the freshman, Jordan Thompson. A pickup of 8. And it's 2nd and 2.
A great job of leading his receiver there. Put it in the only place that he could catch it, away from the defender.
Geno Smith last year, 4,385 yards. That was a West Virginia record. Broke the previous record set by Mark Bolger. On 2nd and 2, Smith completes the pass to Andrew Bowie. Another first down, a pickup of 9. How about the Taco Bell starting lineup for the Thundering Herd on defense? Jeremiah Taylor, the 3-year starter and captain. Jermaine Holmes, he is that leader in the linebacking core, and he is really the leader of the defense. And then a very different secondary for this Marshall team. 3 transfers in that secondary. Geno Smith, the pass complete to Austin. Austin tried to break the tackle. He gets tackled for a loss by Devin Arrington. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Devin Arrington wasn't letting him out of his sight. He wasn't going to miss that tackle because it could have been a big play at that point. So it was a very good tackle by him.
And Devin Arrington last year played strong safety. This year moves up to the linebacker position, and he's able to stay with a quick guy like Austin. on 2nd and 12. Handoff once again to that power back Alston. You can see the effort, and the flag comes in. A 9-yard run by Sean Alston, showing off his strength. A good block by Josh Jenkins, the left guard. And let's see what this flag is.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. Number 31. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Evan McKelvey gets called for that personal foul. Turns a 9-yard pickup into a 24-yard pickup.
Sean Alston, you can just imagine this forward lean right here. You thought he was stopped for a second, but he kept his leg drive and moved that pile forward for a big play.
5'11", 235 pounds is Sean Alston. Bowie in motion out of the backfield. Handoff again to Alston. Tries to cut it back. Tackled by Okochukwu Okoroa. Evan McKelvey also there on the tackle. Okoroa, another transfer from Boston College. He and Dominic LeGrand, as grad students, are here for their final year of eligibility with Marshall. Second down and 9. First drive here for West Virginia. Play action. Geno Smith rolls out to the right. Looking down the field to the end zone up top. And it is held in for a touchdown by Stedman Bailey. .32-yard touchdown pass to Stedman Bailey, his first of the year after having 12 last year.
Just got behind the secondary, and great play action play by Geno Smith.
Tyler Bittencourt on for the extra point. And the extra point attempt is no good. Geno Smith and Stedman Bailey, high school teammates, combined for the first touchdown of the year for West Virginia.
Stedman going up too.
Geno Smith trying to bump up his Heisman stats early on this year. And Geno Smith combined to put West Virginia up early 6-0 over Marshall. In time now for our 4 keys to the game.
If you look at the keys to the game, Marshall has got to win that turnover battle. I think that's really important for them to do today, knowing the high-powered offense that Geno Smith and the Mountaineers have. Special teams is going to be very important. Field position, execution of the offense is going to be very important, as you saw, executing those big plays and controlling the line of scrimmage, which is exactly what happened on that first drive.
Corey Smith will kick off here for West Virginia. Andre Snipes Booker is back in the end zone. Once again, Snipes Booker will take a knee, so Marshall will start at the 25-yard line. And that's going to be something very interesting to look out for during the season. At what point do you, as a return man, decide to bring it out of the end zone? Because if you can't get past the 25, that's a play for a loss.
Yeah, you're not going to see very many of them returned out.
Doc Holliday, who played here at West Virginia, was a linebacker, coached at West Virginia from 1979 to 1999, then again 2008 and 2009. Trying to get his Marshall team a victory here on his former turf. Rakeem Cato on first down, passes to Snipes Booker for the completion. Snipes Booker gets up to the 29-yard line, a pickup of 4, sets up second down and 6. The opening scoring drive for the Mountaineers. Geno Smith, good start, 5 for 5, 53 yards, including that 32-yard touchdown pass to Bailey. Handoff, Van, who cuts it back, and Trayvon Van up to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 4. Broderick Jenkins there with his 3rd tackle of the game already.
think it's going to be important to get the running back involved in their offense, so that way it opens up their passing game later, because you know that that's what they're going to try to do, pass the ball and make a big play.
Aaron Dobson, number 3. He is that go-to wide receiver. He's at the bottom of your screen. On 3rd and 2, play action. Cato throws short, was looking for Aaron Dobson. He had his man open, just underthrew him.
Yeah, his footwork right there, a little bit rushed in the pocket. Didn't really set his feet and make an accurate throw. And you can tell that he had an opening there in that zone coverage, but he couldn't get it to Dobson.
So a quick 3 and out here for Marshall. Not exactly what they were hoping for here on this second series. And now Tyler Williams on to punt with Tavon Austin back at his own 25-yard line. And a flag is thrown.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That's one of those plays that you can't have, a penalty you can't have on a punt when you're already backed up in your own zone.
We talked about special teams and how important it is in the field of possession game, and right there losing yards is not a great way to start this game off.
So now punting from his own 15 is Williams. Gets a good punt off. Austin backs up to the 19-yard line. Tavon Austin, so dangerous, spins away, still on his feet as he finally gets tackled and wrestled out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 54-yard punt, a 14-yard return. Alex Bazzi there on the special teams tackle. Geno Smith off to a good start so far. He'll be back on the field when we come back with his team up by 6. West Virginia leading Marshall in this in-state rivalry game. Geno Smith back out there on the field in his first drive. 5 for 5, 53 yards.
Pretty good consistency there, 5 for 5. I think he's pretty happy with that, but he's got to keep continuing that. You don't want to let off right now.
Sean Alston in the backfield with Ryan Clark on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Everyone's waiting, saying what's going on. Now a flag has been thrown. And there's confusion.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
You could see everybody on the field, whether it's West Virginia or Marshall. It was almost as if they were waiting for a whistle from the official to start the play, and all of a sudden there's a flag thrown.
One thing you don't want right now when you're starting off a drive is a delay of game.
In motion is Austin. Smith will change the play at the line. Moves Clark over to his right. Hand off to Alston. Alston cuts it back. Lowers the shoulder, stays on his feet, and comes up a yard toward the first down. A 14-yard run for Sean Alston.
Sean Alston here just doing a great job of following his blockers. 57, a great block, and just cut it up the field and kept running with the ball. Forward lean is important.
So 2nd and 1. Play action. Geno Smith completes the pass to J.D. Woods. And Woods brings it up to the 36-yard line of Marshall. A 22-yard pickup. Dominic LeGrand there for the stop.
Look what they're trying to do. They're trying to confuse the defense right now. A lot of running, play action, throwing it to the outside, throwing it over the middle. That's going to be a tough thing for this defense.
The experience of Geno Smith at the quarterback position, steps up into his throw and completes the pass to Stedman Bailey. And forward progress, it looks like they're going to give him enough for the first down. 11-yard pickup there for Bailey, and you can see Geno Smith saying, all right, come on, let's go. Let's keep the foot on the pedal.
Great play, great defense, but a great catch, concentrating to catch that ball and bring it in.
Hand off to Alston. Again, that second effort, he just stays on his feet and barrels forward. An 8-yard pickup for Alston. Let's go down to Darius Walker.
Guys, you know, we talked about the 8 months of preparation it takes to get here. Can't simulate game speed. Both sides are a little bit winded with this no-huddle offense.
I think I'm winded too. How about you, Eric? You winded?
Humidity's got me a little bit.
I know down there the humidity has gotten to Darius. On 2nd and 2, Smith, another play action. Takes his time. Long throw across the field to J.D. Woods. And we're going to have 1st and goal coming up after the 11-yard completion.
I do like the way that he was reading that zone coverage, finding a way to get off his receiver when he needed to, and making a great throw to the outside. Very accurate throw.
Geno Smith is 8 for 8 here in this first quarter. This time Alston gets game tackled. Brandon Sparrow the first there. Raheem Waiters also. 2nd and goal coming up here for West Virginia. They've been going with this hurry-up offense. Now in the red zone, do you slow things down, or do you keep that foot on the gas?
They keep the foot on the gas, mix it up, keep doing what they're doing. But they're not afraid to run it.
Brady playing as a fullback. Play action. The pass is over the head of Stedman Bailey. Will set up 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Evan McKelvey there showing some great pressure, getting in Geno's face to make him make a bad throw. I think that was his first bad throw of the day.
It was his first incompletion. So 3rd and goal from the 4. Alston up the middle. Trying to get pushed in. Touchdown.
I think the confusion right now on Marshall's defense, whether they're going to run, they're going to throw, they're going to play action, and then the powerful forward lean of Sean Alston to get in that end zone. They're not able to stop that right now.
He was that short yardage goal line guy last year. This year he is their every down back, and you can see the power and strength that he exhibits at the tailback position.
Using him in all situations, running it, play action pass, protections.
Tyler Bittencourt on for the extra point, and he missed his first one. He makes the second one, 13-0. West Virginia leading Marshall here in the first quarter. A good start for the 11th ranked team in the country. The Friends of Cole Bowl. That last drive, 8 plays, 67 yards. On that drive, very even, 4 runs, 4 passes. Geno Smith has 1 incompletion so far in this game. This offense is almost in mid-season form, and we're just midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks that way to me. I mean, if you look at what they've been able to do and keeping the defense off balance.
Corey Smith kicks it off to Andre Snipes. Booker will take it out of the end zone from 1 yard deep. Snipes Booker brings it up to the 19-yard line, and that again goes to the question of, do you bring it out of the end zone when, if you take a knee, you'll start at the 25. Wes Tonkery there for the special teams tackle. The Marshall Thundering Herd will have the ball when we come back. They trail 13-0 here in the first quarter. Top-ranked USC. Fans, we want your vote on the College Football Social Poll of the Week. Are the Trojans deserving of their #1 ranking? Log on to Facebook.com/Fox Sports to cast your vote. On first down, Rakeem Cato steps out of the pocket to avoid pressure, dumps it off to Trayvon Van. And Van able to pick up 4 yards, and now a flag comes flying in. Extracurricular activity there on the field. I thought I saw a chin strap go flying.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 9. Half the distance to the goal, second down.
Penalty goes against Antavius Wilson. Our Taco Bell starting lineups for Marshall. Trayvon Van in the backfield, Andre Snipes, Booker, and Aaron Dobson, the two go-to receivers for Marshall. Up front, they're led by Chris Jaspers, the center. He is a leader of that line. And Doc Holliday not happy with the call. So 2nd and 18 coming up here for Marshall. Handoff to Van, gets the outside, hurdles him in, and then goes out of bounds.
Van showing some great athletic ability, jumping over the tackler, Pat Miller right there.
A 4-yard pickup for Trayvon Van. Coming right at you, too. So 3rd and 14. And again, this could be a quick 3-and-out here for Marshall. We've already seen what West Virginia can do on offense. They're 2 for 2 with touchdowns. Cato sets up the screen to Van, gets tackled right away. Josh Francis comes up with a tackle for a loss of 1.
Josh Francis not to be fooled on that play. Came up and made a very strong tackle.
The Taco Bell starting lineup for the defense of West Virginia. Terrence Garvin, he is that leader in the linebacking core. And back in the secondary, Carl Joseph, a true freshman, is a starter. So punting from his own end zone now is Tyler Williams, with Tavon Austin back deep. Another good punt. Austin takes it at the 33-yard line. Spins away from one would-be tackler. Trying to get to the outside, has a blocker. Cuts it back, spins again. And now another flag has been thrown. 53-yard punt, 11-yard return.
After all the dancing by Trayvon Austin and getting himself open, KJ Dillon comes up and makes a great block.
After the play, personal foul, laid hit out of bounds, kicking team number 53. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the spot.
Another personal foul, this time to Alex Bazzi. For a game break, let's go back to Patrick O'Neill in the studio.
This one final as it's Notre Dame outscoring Navy 104-37, guys.
Geno Smith back in with great field position now, starting at the 41-yard line of Marshall. Smith on first down, play action, rolls out to the right. Pump fake, again a pump fake, opening up some running room, and he runs out of bounds after a 7-yard pickup.
Well, the corners, I think, based on what the offense is doing right now, the corners are playing so far off. I think they're scared of that deep ball, so a lot of extra room on the outside for Geno Smith to make some run yards.
They're going to give him 8 yards on the carry, so 2nd and 2. Smith setting up the screen pass and just throws it down. The intended receiver is Andrew Bowie. 3rd and 2 coming up here for West Virginia. Just the 2nd incomplete pass thrown there by Geno Smith, but that time it looked intentional.
Yeah, it did. It didn't look like his footwork was quite correct on that. A lot of choppy steps and the timing was a little bit off. But I think he did the right thing by throwing it at his feet and coming back here on 3rd and short.
You see those numbers in both drives, very balanced with the run and the pass. A quick little shuttle pass to Tavon Austin, who fumbles the ball. And the scrum now for the ball. This could be huge if Marshall's able to recover.
Well, breaking a tackle, you got to make sure that you're taking care of that football.
It's recovered by West Virginia's Ryan Clark.
Smart heads-up play right there by Ryan Clark.
And
really hit him right on the ball.
With the recovery, he gets the first down. Dominic LeGrand was the defensive player who forced the fumble. A timeout has been called here by Marshall. as they did not have enough guys on the field. And the frustration starting to mount there on the sidelines for the Thundering Herd. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. West Virginia marching down the field. They lead 13-0. Bragging rights there in that in-state game. Bragging rights on the line in this in-state game.
Expect a lot of emotion again in that in-state rivalry game.
1st and 10 here for West Virginia. Tavon Austin in motion. Smith will change the call at the line. Austin and Clark in the backfield. Geno Smith passes towards the sideline, completes the pass to Stedman Bailey. And Bailey will pick up 9, setting up 2nd down and 1. Montarius Lovett there on the coverage.
Geno Smith showing his arm strength right there and putting a lot of zip on the ball. His corners are playing off, and they're giving him some, quick 5 to 10 yard pickups.
2nd down and 1. And off to Alston. Picks up the 1st down easily and more. Alston brings it up to the 7-yard line. A 12-yard run by Sean Alston. 1st and goal coming up for the Mountaineers.
Ryan Clark doing a great job at the fullback position, putting a nice block on for him to pick up them yards.
The handoff is again to Alston. This time he gets wrapped up right away. Alex Bazzi, defensive end there for the tackle. His 3rd already of this game.
I like how they run twice in a row here and showing some different things. Try to keep that defense off balance and confused.
2nd and goal from the 6. And now slowing things down a little bit is Geno Smith. Smith looking over the middle, has room to run now. And he dives forward. Geno Smith picks up 3, will set up a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Evan McKelvey there with the stop.
Don't be surprised if they run this one.
To Alston. Alston up the middle. He gets stopped. So the Thundering Herd defense comes up with a stop. A flag is thrown.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 men on the field. Half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
You come up with a stop, and then you have 12 men on the field, and now you give this West Virginia team another opportunity on 3rd and goal.
I know they're young, but you need to have some leaders step up at this point.
In motion is Clark. Hand off to Alston. Alston. He gets game tackled and ripped up for a loss. So again, the defense for Marshall. Rashawn Myers comes up with a stop. What do you do right now if you're West Virginia? Do you go for it?
This is the time where they have an offense that's been mixing it up. I think it's not a bad opportunity. They're up by 13. Why not go for it? Why not try to put another 6 on the scoreboard?
And your defense has done the job stopping Marshall's offense. 4th and goal from the 3. Smith under center. Geno Smith and a quarterback keeper, and he will not get in. So Marshall is able to stop West Virginia. A helmet came flying off, but with the play having
Cortez Carter coming up and making a big play.
West Virginia number 12's helmet came off. He has to stay out of the game for 1 point.
Lined up in an off-balance formation. Geno Smith trying to use his athletic ability to get over, but what a great stop there by Okahara.
So with 7 seconds to go here in this first quarter, and West Virginia leading 13-0. Dana Holgerson does not look happy there on the sideline. They had a lot of opportunities there. 1st and goal, and couldn't punch it in. And now they've got Marshall backed up on 1st down. The handoff. And Martin Ward is able to pick up a few yards to give his team a little bit more breathing room. But this first quarter will come to an end. West Virginia got on the board early. A touchdown pass to Stedman Bailey, and then a touchdown run by Sean Austin. It's 13-0. Number 11, West Virginia leading Marshall after 1. Seeing those. Starting the second quarter, second down and 7 for Marshall, trailing 13-0. And second and 7 from their own 5. Cato to pass from his own end zone, completes to Tommy Schuler, and Schuler brings it up the 11. A completion of 6 yards. Look at those first quarter stats, and check out the balance of West Virginia. You expect to see more passing yards, but they're having success both ways.
They're not afraid to run it, and if it's working, they don't really generally go away from it.
3rd and 1. Can Marshall convert on 3rd down? The handoff to Van. Van cuts it back, and he will get the first down. A 4-yard run on 3rd and 1 by Trayvon Van.
Trayvon Van here just using his quickness there just to make a cut and get upfield.
Just the 3rd first down of the game so far for Marshall. Play action. Cato completes the pass to Eric Frohnapple, his tight end. And Frohnapple up to the 18. A pickup of 3, sets up 2nd and 7.
Sensing a little bit of mixing it up here, giving it to the running back, getting spread empties with no backs, getting into back formation, throwing it to your tight end. Maybe they'll settle him down a little bit.
Handoff up the middle. Again, it's Trayvon Van. Gets tripped up by Terrence Garvin. 2nd tackle of the game for Garvin.
Trayvon Van kind of getting a little bit winded there, slow to get up.
3rd and 3 coming up here for Marshall. Empty backfield. Cato in the shotgun. Quarterback draw up the middle, and Cato has the first down. Very nice call there for Marshall. And now let's go back to the injury with Garrett Scott.
Look at the right tackle. Jared Scott comes down, and then a West Virginia player just comes in late trying to make a tackle and runs right into that left knee.
1st and 10 now for Marshall. High snap. Hand off to Stuart Butler. And Butler, the redshirt freshman from Lakeland, Florida, picks up 3 yards.
Trying to get the running game established here with the draw, handoff. Try to feel a little bit more comfortable. Get that offensive line back when you've got starter getting injured, player coming in to replace him. Try to make this offensive line feel comfortable.
2nd down and 7. Trayvon Van in the backfield. Play action. Cato has some time, looking deep down the field to Dobson, and he overthrows him.
We had him beat, had the secondary beat. Broderick Jenkins there. Just needs to put a little bit more air on that ball and let Dobson run under it. He would have had a touchdown.
He could have walked into the end zone. Aaron Dobson, one of the best wide receivers in the country. Carrying on the legacy. They say he could be the best wide receiver here at Marshall since, yeah, you know who, Randy Moss.
You may not have that many opportunities for a big play.
3rd and 7. Cato rolling out to his right. Pressure. Throws on the run, and the pass is complete to Eric Frohnapple, his tight end, who picks up the first down up to the 40-yard line. A completion of 24 yards.
Really like what Cato did here, keeping that play alive. You know, getting on the outside, using his feet, using his speed. He's worked out in the offseason. He's gotten stronger, made an accurate throw.
Just a sophomore is Rakeem Cato. Started the opening game last year here in Morgantown. Movement out front, the flags come flying. And let's see who moved first.
Offside. Defense, number 95. Contact in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Christian Brown called for the penalty.
Eric Frohnapple, a big target for Cato to hit, just goes up, reaches up for that ball, makes a big play.
10th play of the drive. The handoff to Van, who cuts it back, has some running room. A nice fake as he gets tripped up at the 19-yard line by the freshman Carl Joseph. A 16-yard run for Trayvon Van.
Good opening block here by Josh Lovell, making that one little quick move, getting in the open field.
First red zone opportunity here for Marshall. Cato again forced out of the pocket, throws it up as he gets hit hard. The pressure applied by Will Clark. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here for Marshall.
Looking for his tight end, C.J. Crawford. It's a little bit out of the reach. And a little bit of pressure that made him throw an inaccurate pass.
2nd and 10. You can see that Big 12 Conference logo there on the field. That's right, West Virginia. One of 2 new members in the Big 12 this year. Cato's throw to the sideline is complete to Dobson. And Dobson gets wrapped up by Broderick Jenkins, who now has 4 tackles in the game, a 12-yard pickup, and a first down here for Marshall. 1st and goal coming up from the 7-yard line for the Thundering Herd.
Raheem Cato trying to get into a little bit of a rhythm here.
Remy Watson is now in at tailback. The handoff is to Watson, who's got good speed, stays on his feet, falls forward. And Watson will pick up 3 yards, the tackle by Isaiah Bruce. Now think about this. If you remember correctly, as we take a look at this run here by Watson, this drive by Marshall started all the way back near their own goal line.
What a confidence builder.
Van, the run. Van to the end zone, touchdown. Trayvon Van gets Marshall on the board.
Trayvon Van showing some speed and agility. Saw the opening, got right in the end zone.
On for the extra point is Justin Haig. The kick is good. It is now a 13-7 game. A 98-yard drive. The big play was the 3rd down conversion to Eric Frohnapple. And then another youngster, Trayvon Van, the sophomore, gets into the end zone. 13-7 West Virginia. Justin Haig to kick off. Taven Austin and Stedman Bailey are back deep. A short kick taken at the 16-yard line. Ryan Clark on the return. A 16-yard return there for Clark. This West Virginia defense, they could not stop Marshall at last drive. For more on them, let's go back down to Darius Walker.
Yeah, guys, if you were watching West Virginia on defense, you'll notice that all the players are looking to the sideline trying to get the play. It's causing a bit of a problem because they're not getting lined up. So that last series, Marshall definitely took advantage of that. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Darius. Justin Kutcher, Eric Crouch, Darius Walker here for this first game of the season here on Fox. 13-7, West Virginia leading Marshall. On 1st down, the pass complete to Tavon Austin. And Austin tried to cut it back. Got tackled by DJ Hunter, a pickup of just 1.
I think there's a sense of urgency right now for this offense to get going and come down the field and score on this drive. They want to make sure that they don't necessarily take all the momentum away from what they had in the first quarter.
On 2nd and 9. Smith, a lot of time over the middle, completes the pass to J.D. Woods. And Woods picks up the first down, a pickup of 12. Well, this college football season, Fox Sports is proud to partner with the Prostate Cancer Foundation, the world's largest supporter of prostate cancer research. 1 in 6 American men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. To learn more, please visit www.pcf.org/Fox Sports. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line for West Virginia. Smith. Pass complete once again to Woods. And Woods again has the first down, a pickup of 14. Well, this offensive line is certainly giving Geno Smith time to throw.
Yeah, they are. They're actually doing awesome job of blocking and picking up their pass protections. You can see that Marshall's trying to do a few different things, but they're just taking what they're giving them right now.
Geno Smith on 1st and 10, taking his time. Handoff. Good run by Andrew Bowie. And Bowie brings it up across the 25, up to the 24-yard line. An 18-yard run by the sophomore.
You certainly tell the running game, the offensive line, nice cut block, nice cut back, and a way to pick up the yards downfield.
Geno Smith in the shotgun with Andrew Bowie in the backfield with him. Smith, delayed draw to Bowie. Bowie up the middle, has a blocker towards the corner. Touchdown! "24-yard touchdown run by Andrew Bowie."
What you saw there is the defense was kind of playing around with Geno Smith. They had their linebackers up in the line, and at the last minute they backed off, which gave him the space after the handoff for him to have a lot of room to run.
Opening day here in college football in Morgantown, West Virginia. A couple of close calls for the Thundering Herd in this in-state rivalry game between the Mountaineers of West Virginia and the Thundering Herd of Marshall. West Virginia got on the board early. Marshall bounced back, and then a couple of quick strikes by West Virginia, and it's 34-10 as we get set to start the third quarter. Hello again, everybody. Justin Kutcher alongside former Heisman Trophy winner Eric Crouch. And Eric, we opened up this broadcast talking about the quarterbacks in this game. Two very good passers. Both guys have gotten off to very good starts. We'll start with Marshall's Rakeem Cato, just a sophomore.
Yeah, Rakeem Cato's done a great job today. He's really picking the passes that he wants. He's stepping back in the pocket, delivering the good ball. His footwork looked great. I mean, you can tell that he's gained strength. There's a lot of zip on his passes, and I think that the coaches are happy to see that. He's also used his legs when he's needed to as well.
And then how about Geno Smith?
Well, Geno Smith has been fantastic all day. He's putting the ball right where it needs to be. We've said this several times. His accuracy is really what's leading to the success right now of the West Virginia offense. And I tell you what, they really feel like they're probably going to come out and try to pick up where they left off in this second half.
In this second half, they will receive to open up because Marshall won the toss to open the game, and they elected to receive. Justin Hay kicks off. Tavon Austin takes it at the 1. Austin had that very good first half. Austin with some running room. He is so dangerous as he finally gets dragged down across the 35 up to the 36, a 35-yard return. We'll take a look at our Geico first half stats. Look at the balance for West Virginia. 200 and 203, 21 first downs, yet time of possession in favor of Marshall.
And they've only had 43 plays, so every other play is a first down in the first half. Pretty impressive.
It's a pretty efficient offense. On first down, Geno Smith in the shotgun. Smith, a quick out pass to Stedman Bailey. The two high school teammates join up for a 7-yard completion. Darius Walker caught up with both coaches. Darius, what'd they have to say?
Hey guys, yeah, I got a chance to catch up with Coach Holliday specifically, and he acknowledged that they were playing a very, very good team, but he did say that they need to tackle a little bit better here defensively. So trying to figure out a way to stop this prolific offense.
So tackle a little bit better, like on that play. That Stedman Bailey broke a couple of tackles.
Stedman Bailey right here just showing some incredible athleticism, power, moving his legs, using a stiff arm right there to push off the defender, number 36.
A quick shuttle pass to Tavon Austin again. They used that play a bunch of times in last year's Orange Bowl, which is the game that everybody remembers from West Virginia's year last year when they put up 70 points over Clemson, 70-33 in that game. And they've been practicing that play because they had such great success with it. That's the second time we've seen it in this one.
Well, it's an explosive play, and you can get the guy that you want on the outside boundary very quick and get him in space.
On second down and 9, empty backfield for Smith. And he completes another pass to Stedman Bailey. Brandon Sparrow there on the tackle, an 8-yard pickup.
Coming out here again, moving the ball with efficiency, completing some short passes. Again, accurate passes. Throwing in a screen play.
3rd and 1, Ryan Clark and Sean Alston in the backfield for the Mountaineers. The handoff is to Alston. The power back falls forward. And he has enough for that first down. Alex Bazzi with his 4th tackle of the game.
Alex Bazzi not letting him get much more than the first down, but Alston, big ball carrier, just leans forward for the first down.
And a flag has been thrown. False start against the offense.
You really got to have your offensive line, your backs, your receivers. When you're running an offense that slows the tempo, speeds it up, everybody's got to be on the same page. And I think when they're not, obviously things like this, penalties can happen.
I thought you were going to tell me that you were a really good lip reader and you could have figured that out from up here.
My eyesight's not that good.
Smith dancing around, scrambles out of the pocket, and Geno Smith tries to tightrope, and he finally goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line, a pickup of 12.
You can tell it's not only his arm that he used today, it's his feet too. He kind of glides a lot like Vince Young does when you used to watch him run at Texas.
He's a big kid, 6'3", 220 pounds. He was actually healthy this offseason, which is one of the first times he's been healthy in the offseason for his career. In motion is Tavon Austin on 2nd and 3. Handoff. Once again, it's Austin keeping it alive. Second effort, touchdown. And a flag on top of it. A 21-yard touchdown run by Sean Alston. His second of the game.
Base man, defense. That penalty being forced 15 yards on the kickoff. Touchdown.
The personal fouls, the penalties, the missed tackles. Got to find a way to get your defense back in here. But look at the power, the speed of Alston to get in the end zone.
Tyler Bittencourt on for the extra point. (41-10). West Virginia doing it on the ground, doing it in the air. Sean Alston already 90 yards in the game. Picks up 21 on his second touchdown of the game. Another quick scoring drive by West Virginia. Sean Alston, his second touchdown run of the game. Geno Smith continues his strong day, perfect on that drive. Geno Smith has just 3 incomplete passes on the day, 23 of 26 for 223 yards and 3 touchdowns. After that 15-yard penalty, Andre Snipes Booker on the return, and Booker brings it out to the 20. Eric, we just heard before about Darius talking about bad tackling by Marshall, and again, they're not able to wrap up the running back.
Alston's ability to break tackles, but a high tackle. He gets him on top, not on his lower body to stop his legs from moving, and then obviously the face mask in the end zone out of frustration.
Rakeem Cato in the shotgun on first down. The pass is incomplete, was looking for Aaron Dobson.
Well, I see Dobson there in a position to make the play and just sticks out one hand. I mean, you're behind 31 points. A little more concentration and focus. I thought he could have caught that football.
And this is a guy who is, you know, on the board for NFL teams. The handoff to Trayvon Van, tries to get to the outside. Good containment. Carl Joseph came up in the free safety position. A tackle for a loss of 3 yards. And you would think that Dobson, every game, the scouts are watching it.
Well, there's no question about it. And these are the types of situations that the scouts want to see you in. They want to see how you're going to react in adversity when your team's losing, when you're down. Are you going to go out and make that big play? Or are you going to go ahead and drop the football?
On 3rd and 13, the screen pass is blown up. Shaq Petaway was there, tackles Trayvon Van, a loss of 1 and a 3-and-out here by Marshall.
Petaway just using his eyes and being able to find the running back and not get fooled by any of the receivers coming across or alignments on offense. So a nice job that he stayed in on the play and made a big hit.
Tyler Williams on to punt. Tavon Austin is back at his own 36-yard line. We've seen some good punts so far in this game from Tyler Williams. Needs a big one here to change field position. Coming hard off the edge, nearly blocked, but a booming punt as Austin fumbles it back by the 21-yard line. A flag on the play as Austin gets tackled at the 25-yard line. A 59-yard punt. Let's see what this flag is for.
Looks like they might have a block in the back.
Our referee, Mike Diffie, will give us the call.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 26. That penalty being forced half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
Travis Bell is called for the illegal block in the back, so Tyler Williams does the job, switching field position. But the offense is clicking here for West Virginia, leading 41-10 here in the third quarter. At 10 only on FX. Eric, I don't know if you just heard that, but they said severe weather could be in the area. These fans do not want to see severe weather after what they experienced last year with these two teams on opening day. Empty backfield for Geno Smith. Smith steps up. He's going to run for it. And now he wisely slides the turf as Evan McKelvey was chasing him, a pickup of 7.
Well, it's a smart thing to do right now. You're up 31 points. You don't see anything that you like. You run it, you gain 6 yards. You come back up and you line up and you run another play. And you slide and you keep yourself healthy.
Speaking with offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson yesterday, he said our goal is to keep his jersey clean. Geno Smith, of course, is who he was talking about. Smith trying to set up a screen pass. Bowie. We've seen some explosiveness from Andrew Bowie in this game. He picks up the first down with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, this play is working, and it's because Marshall's defense is not showing the aggression that they need to. They're a young defense. They need some leaders to step up at this time and get that energy back. You've got a whole half of football to play. Where's the energy? And if you get it back, you may be able to make some stops on the defense.
You just saw that kind of huddle by West Virginia. They call it a muddle. They don't go all the way back and huddle. They're right there by the line of scrimmage. On 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, reverse again to Tavon Austin. He ran that before for 70 yards. This time he's going to run it for a loss of 9 yards. Dominic LeGrand, the transfer from Boston College, came up to make the stop, and that's one of the big changes in this Marshall team, that secondary, with LeGrand, with Okoroa, with Derek Thomas. 3 transfers, LeGrand and Okoroa from Boston College, Derek Thomas, a transfer from Penn State. They added some experience to this team. Smith with some time, avoids some pressure, dancing around, looking for something. Smith gets a great block to free him up a little bit. Andrew Bowie laid the block. Cortez Carter, he didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, he sure didn't. He had his eyes on Geno Smith and then gets uprooted off of his feet. That's a way to get your offense excited. Head snapped back and everything.
They just showed that replay on the video board here at Milan Puskar Stadium, and you heard the ooh. Could not have felt good for Cortez Carter. 3rd and 19 though. Smith over the middle, incomplete, intended for Ivan McCartney. So after all that, it's going to be a punt here for West Virginia.
Ivan McCartney had a chance to really come up with the ball. A little bit low on the throw, but still a catchable ball. Not that they would have had a first down, but opportunity to keep the completion percentage going.
Corey Smith is on to punt. This is his first punt of the game with Andre Snipes Booker standing in his own 41-yard line. Blocked. And it's still loose. Marshall recovers at the 9-yard line. C.J. Crawford blocked it.
Well, this is not the play that you're wanting right now if you're West Virginia. Crawford coming up and making a play right on the tip of his foot. Really with one hand.
The block punt And then the recovery by Gator Hoskins. So now great field position for Marshall. Can they take advantage of this? First and goal from the 9. Cato tucks it, runs, reaches forward. They're going to mark him down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 5. KJ Dillon, a true freshman, comes up to make the stop.
And I think that's a smart play right there by Rakeem Cato, not throwing that ball when he sees that there's nothing really there and just tucking it in.
Handoff, touchdown for Trayvon Van. They did take advantage of the block punt. And now a 2-yard drive, a 2-play drive.
Easy read right there by Cato and really untouched. Great blocking by the offensive line, getting up on those linebackers.
Justin Haig now on for the extra point. The point is good. C.J. Crawford coming off the edge on the first punt attempt of the game for Corey Smith. Gets the block. And then taking in Trayvon Van, 41-17 West Virginia. A short kick, trying to keep it away from those 2 dangerous return men. And now it's out of bounds to the 23, Andrew Bowie on the return.
Take a look at the touchdown. Trayvon Van, linemen getting up on their blocks and really showing their ability to really find the opening for the touchdown.
Second touchdown of the game for Trayvon Van. And now West Virginia, every time that Marshall has scored, West Virginia has come back with a quick answer. Geno Smith on first down. The quick outlet to Andrew Bowie. And Bowie gets gang tackled up at the 29-yard line. Jermaine Holmes there for the first to make contact, a pickup of 6.
Bowie's pretty elusive and really still creating some missed tackles out there in the Marshall secondary.
Eric, what are you seeing from this offense? They've obviously put up 41 points so far, and everyone talks about their offense. What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, they do a tremendous job of mixing it up. The tempo of the game, they speed it up, they slow it down, and they tend to do that in the right situations. So they're good about getting in situations where they feel comfortable with and calling the right plays and at the right tempo.
Geno Smith, a good pass, completes to Stedman Bailey for the first down. And it's funny, we said back in the first quarter, it almost looked as if this team was in, mid-season form. And for that job at Ohio State, he knew Braxton Miller was going to be his guy. Got to keep him healthy. You can keep him healthy, good things can happen there in Columbus. First and 10, Smith in the shotgun, delayed handoff to Sean Alston up the middle. And Alston picks up 9 yards up to the 45-yard line. Alex Bazzie with his 5th tackle of the game.
When you have your linebackers at 6 or 7 yards, you really give the running back ability to run and make a lot of, 9 yards is a big play.
Geno Smith, pump fake, now goes to the far sideline to Bailey. Another first down. I think it's so cool when you have a guy like Stedman Bailey and Geno Smith. They played high school ball together. Here they come to college. And the amount of success that they have had working together, both in high school and now here in college.
They understand one another, and he really did a good job of leading back to the ball in that last play.
Tavon Austin, after a sidearm sling pass there by Geno Smith, picks up 5 yards. You think about what Stedman Bailey and Tavon Austin did last year. 1,279 yards for Bailey, 1,186 yards for Tavon Austin.
You got Stedman on one side and Austin on the other side. That makes it tough for the defensive secondary to zoom in on anyone.
On 2nd and 5. Handoff is to Alston. And Alston shows his ability to change directions, picks up 6, a first down. Bazzie with his 7th tackle of the game. And now you see Alston going to the sideline, kind of holding that arm up. Tavon Austin on the sideline. It is a very humid day. See guys cramping up right now. Andrew Bowie in the backfield. Nice, this tempo being slowed down here by Geno Smith. Another pump fake with plenty of time. Now comes near sideline, bobbled and hauled in by J.D. Woods.
Geno Smith right there doing a super job of just a full field read, you know, looking from his left to his right, not seeing what he'd liked, and then coming all the way back across the field and making a really long, strong throw.
Smith on 2nd and 8, again to Woods. Much better time wrapping up by Keith Baxter.
Seems like Marshall just doesn't want to give anything deep, any more big plays. They're giving him these short passes, quick passes, 5-6 yards. Makes it easy for an offensive coordinator to call plays.
3rd and 1 coming up. Little confusion. And look at this, Geno Smith off the broken play to the end zone. Touchdown!
So surprising that he was able to gain his coordinates again after the 360-degree move back there, but you can see he does have speed. He's got a long stride. Able to outrun the defenders. Took him by surprise.
That was Eric Crouch-esque.
Well, I don't know about that. He looks pretty fast.
The extra point is good by Bittenkirk, and it's now 48-17. Again, after a score by Marshall, West Virginia strikes back. A broken play, and Geno Smith runs it in from 28 yards out. 48-17 Mountaineers. Another scoring drive here for the Mountaineers. This time 9 plays for 77 yards, and it's Geno Smith not doing it passing on that time. This time he's running it in on a broken play for 28 yards. He only had 2 rushing touchdowns all of last year. Now he's got 1 so far here in 2012.
It's a good start.
Snipes Booker takes it about a yard deep in the end zone. Snipes Booker still can't get out to that 25-yard line. Again, it's going to be a story to follow throughout the year. A 24-yard return for Snipes Booker. Let's go back to that broken play.
I think Geno Smith may owe his running back a touchdown here, but you see the block on linebacker 31 by the center. Joe Matson comes up here and makes a great block. He's able to make Geno Smith really get in the open field. Again, a broken play. Geno probably should have handed off to the running back to the left, but then did a 360-degree spin and became an athlete.
On 1st down, Cato completes his pass to Antavius Wilson, breaks away from a tackler, across the 40 up to the 42-yard line, an 18-yard pickup on 1st down.
I think there may be a conservative approach here on defense, just making sure they're getting aligned right. They have a lot of different looks and a lot of new schemes in this defense, and they're playing off on the corners.
Cato passing comes near side. And that pass is complete to Devontae Allen. First catch of the game for Allen, a 5-yard completion. What are you seeing here from Rakeem Cato in this game?
Well, he's done a good job of just finding his receivers. You know, there's been some injury up front, but they haven't been able to make the big play when they need it. So that's one of the things he's got to be able to do, is make the big plays and the good decisions.
And now he fumbles it. Recovered by Isaiah Bruce. Bruce to the end zone. Touchdown. Terrence Garvin forced the fumble. Isaiah Bruce picks it up and goes 42 yards. And all of a sudden, those 70 points that West Virginia scored last year in the Orange Bowl doesn't seem that far away.
Rakeem Cato cannot hold on to the ball that late.
Tyler Bittenkirk on for yet another extra point.
You got to make the decision to throw it or run it. There's got to be a clock moving inside your head of how much time. You got to have that feel of around you.
Cato on the phone saying, all right, what happened there? What happened was a forced fumble by Terrence Garvin, and then the return by Isaiah Bruce, and the route is on here in Morgantown. Now just a sophomore in his first game.
Yeah, it does. It comes on getting in those situations, more experience. But one thing you can't do right now is let that get to his head. He's got to come out. They've got a young team, and they've got to continue to make plays in this game.
Snipes Booker up across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Let's check back in with Patrick O'Neill in this.
Play on it. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Patrick. And on first down, Rakeem Cato. Play action, throws over the middle, complete to Jermaine Kelson.
Good decision by Cato there. Just take in what the defense is actually giving you. You had a guy right in front of him. Guy was wide open. Just play catch. Make sure you have the completion.
Second down and 1 after the 9-yard pickup. Hand off to Remy Watson. And Watson picks up the first down. Got hit hard by Darwin Cook. But let's talk about that Penn State-Ohio game. A lot of people had Ohio with the upset in that game, with everything that has transpired with Penn State over the last year. So not a huge surprise.
But it's like the players, they might actually think inside that, hey, you know, if we do lose, maybe we have an excuse.
Cato swings it near side to Demetrius Evans. And Evans' forward progress will pick up 3 yards. Broderick Jenkins with a tackle, his 6th tackle of the game. Second down and 7, 55 to 17. Number 11, West Virginia leading Marshall, Justin Kutcher, Eric Crouch, Darius Walker. Here with you kicking off the football season on Fox. Dumps it off to Eric Frohnapple. Frohnapple up to the 3rd down and 1. Handoff up the middle, first down for Martin Ward. .155 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass, swung out to Gator Hoskins down the sideline. The tight end Hoskins cuts it back to the end zone. Touchdown. There is a flag on the play. It looks like this one may be coming back. The flag is being thrown all the way back.
Could have been a hold.
At around the 40, it looks like it is going to be a hold.
Holding. Offense, number 9. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Look at the penalty that was called. He wants some good blocking, but his hands just, he just got the outside of him, so they're going to call that every time.
That, and when you're an offensive player and you tackle the defensive player, also probably going to get called.
Wilson is definitely shaking his head at that one. I think Holiday is too.
Now it's 1st and 8 at midfield. Pass incomplete, intended for Devontae Allen. Clock stops at 1:38 to go here in this 3rd quarter. And 2nd down and 8 coming up.
One thing Cato's going to do is he gets experience as a quarterback and being able to know when to throw those passes. That one, he could have held on to the ball just a little bit longer to let his receiver get back onto the route outside where he put that ball.
High snap. Handoff. And it's Grooms on the carry. A pickup of 19. One thing Marshall has this year is a staple of running backs. I mean, they go 5, 6 deep for running backs on this team. Again, the handoff once again. This time, it's Grooms again for a pickup of 4.
I tell you, they're mixing it up right now. They're going for the short screen plays, getting guys in space, trying to beat one guy. They're running to the left, they're running to the right, they're throwing it to the left. They're all over the place right now, which is one thing that they want to do to confuse the defense.
Play action. Cato off the back foot, throws and completes the pass to Jermaine Gelson.
Not the prettiest throw, but he got it off on time, and as the receiver was really just getting by the defensive back, he really anticipated him. Good anticipation on that ball, good concentration on the catch.
A 21-yard pickup, 1st and goal now from the 6. Grooms to the outside. Grooms gets hit, gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him down. It appears to be at the 2-yard line. Darwin Cook prevents that score. His 5th touchdown, his 5th tackle of the game for Cook.
Well, he's a physical player, Darwin Cook. He's making some big stops, and right there, pushed the big back out of bounds.
And off again to Grooms. Grooms lowers his shoulder, and he gets in for the touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
Four, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
You're down 55-17. You're having success offensively. And now that's 2 big plays that are being called back against Marshall because of holding.
As a young team, you just can't have this when you're actually scoring a touchdown and it's having to come back. The penalties will kill you. I know they're a young team, but the one thing that they've got to do is get the kinks worked out so everybody feels like they're doing the right things out on the field. It's called focus.
This Marshall team last year was 7-6, 5-3 in the Conference USA. They beat FIU in the Beef O'Grady's Bowl. On 2nd and goal, Cato going to the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete, intended for Tommy Schuler.
Put quite a bit of air on that ball right there. Probably what you're supposed to do. But I would have liked to see him maybe lead him a little bit more to the outside, maybe bring him back to the ball, give his receiver a chance to make the catch for a touchdown.
3rd and goal from the 12 with 26 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
See a draw.
Cato drops back. The pass is broken up. Intended for Jazz King. Pat Miller there to knock it away.
Big play by Pat Miller. Really don't want to have any more scores on defense. Had an opportunity to pick that ball, but his timing was superb. Right as the ball got there, he got there and was able to make and create the pass breakup.
Justin Haig on for a 29-yard field goal. He hit from 35 out before, and he is now 2 for 2 in this one.
Another high kick right here. High kick landed on about the 10-yard line, 5-yard line.
There it is, the high angled kick, but it's caught at the 25-yard line. And a good block by Tavon Austin frees up Bowie to come all the way to the near sideline and get forced out at around the 40-yard line, a return of 15 yards. Well, you want a deeper kick than that.
Yeah, you don't want to lay it up on the 25 or 30-yard line. But really impressive how Tavon Austin was able to, make the catches, the quickness that he has, and also his intelligence to come up and make a block and spring the runner for another 15-yard gain.
I always find it funny when you see, the smile on Tavon Austin's face right there. They almost have more fun laying a block like that than
he doesn't
having
get
a big
those
run.
opportunities too often.
10 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Hand off to Sean Alston. And Alston gets free into the secondary, dragging a couple of guys, and a flag comes flying in as he gets taken down at the 39-yard line. A 19-yard run by Alston.
One of the things that's imperative that the Marshall defense do is wrap up the legs, keep them from continuing to drive. We've seen a lot of guys that are wrapping up high. They're up around the shoulder pads and the numbers, and we had a face mask penalty in the end zone.
Face mask, offense number 20, 15-yard penalty, still 1st down.
You don't see that very often. The face mask called against the running back on a stiff arm play.
No, you sure don't see that call a lot.
And that will do it for this third quarter. West Virginia. Everyone has spoken about their offense after putting up 70 in the Orange Bowl last year. Well, here on the opening day of the 2012 season, they've picked up right where they left off. They have 55 points on the board through 3 quarters. Justin Kutcher, Eric Crouch up here, Darius Walker down the sideline. This right now is a blowout in favor of West Virginia. So, Eric, what are you trying to do right now, trying to accomplish here in the fourth quarter if you're Marshall and if you're West Virginia?
Well, if you're Marshall, you've got a young team, and in having a young team, you've got to prepare them for the rest of the season. So when you're out there doing the things that you do, mixing it up on offensively, you have to go out and you have to teach your guys to be able to deal with adversity and come back from something like this and not give up.
Geno Smith going deep, has his man McCartney, and McCartney brings it down to the 4-yard line. Derek Thomas there on the coverage. 52-yard play. So what were you saying? Take a chance if you're West Virginia?
Tough day out there. Put the ball right where he needed to be. Great throw over the top of his shoulder. Maybe could have let him a little bit more, but I think they're going to be happy with that result.
Geno Smith is now over 300 yards on the day in the air. Smith going to the end zone, lobs it up. Bailey, nice catch for the touchdown.
Geno Smith really doing a great job. Getting his chin up, standing as tall as he can, using that big frame to make an accurate throw. Really nice to be thrown to Stedman Bailey, a guy that he really understands and knows, and the timing between them is just impeccable.
Second touchdown catch of the day for Bailey. Tyler Bittencourt on for the extra point. The extra point is good. Well, people have Geno Smith in their top 5 for a Heisman Trophy candidate. 32 of 36, 323, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. His second connection with his high school teammate, Stedman Bailey. Right now, this West Virginia team is riding the right arm of Geno Smith. 323 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 4 incomplete passes all game long. He has been just supremely impressive in this game. The return by Andre Snipes Booker up to the 28-yard line. Fox College Saturday kicks off later today with Hawaii taking on top-ranked USC. Fans, we want to hear from you. Vote on the College Football Social Poll of the Week. Are the Trojans deserving of their #1 ranking? Log on to Facebook.com/Fox Sports to cast your vote. The results will air in the Fox College Saturday post-game show. Post-game show features Aaron Andrews, Eddie George, Joey Harrington. A big day of college football here on Fox. On first down, a handoff to Stuart Butler. And Butler, one of the freshman running backs, gets a carry. Kyle Rose with the tackle.
I think this might be an opportunity to really open up your offense at this point in the game.
Oh, you don't want to be conservative right now?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any reason to.
Down 42, you don't want to play it safe. And Tavius Wilson on the catch. Up to the 44-yard line to pick up a 14. But just think about this. When speaking with Marshall's defensive coordinator, Chris Rippon, we asked him, thoughts on facing West Virginia. He said, first thing you think about is 70 points, what they did in the Orange Bowl. Well, I guess second thing you think about is 62, what they've done so far through essentially 3 quarters.
Yeah, defensively, they had some question marks. They got some young secondary guys that have come from other programs, and they don't understand quite yet what the whole thing about Marshall is. And I think being such a short camp and coming in, it's going to take them time to understand that and really fit into the schemes that the defensive coordinator is trying to run.
Cato rolling out. The pass is tipped and intercepted. Doug Rigg. Rigg trying to go with a stiff arm across the 5 and wrestled down by Rakeem Cato. A 46-yard interception return.
Cato really just doing everything that he can, except he had a little bit of a behind the receiver pass and got a little tipped, and just doing everything he can to make sure that he's not getting in the end zone right there.
Got to be careful too of the horse collar tackle, but the intended receiver was Eric Frohnapple, his tight end, thrown behind him, and then there was Doug Rigg. A new quarterback into the game. It is Paul Millard, the sophomore from Texas, replaces Geno Smith.
I don't think he's ever been in a game yet.
Lofts one to the end zone. Did he have his foot in? Yes, touchdown. KJ Myers. How's that for your first pass?
What a way to start your career. Perfect throw. We've seen a few of those in the end zone over there.
Third career touchdown pass by Millard. Not a bad way to start off the 2012 campaign as a backup quarterback to a Heisman candidate.
Not at all, but these are the type of reps that he needs in case something does ever happen to Geno Smith this year.
69-20. Didn't we just see this play on the last drive?
We sure did. They put it right in a position where there's only one person that can catch that ball. And that was J.D. Woods.
69-20, West Virginia all over Marshall.
It's Lieutenant Colonel John Dowling, serving with the 316th ESC, alongside Specialist Adam McGinnis, Major Keith McGee from Section 202, Lieutenant Colonel Rich Sayre with the Mountaineer Athletic Club here at Camp Arf John Kuwait, saying, let's go Mountaineers!
Well, I think right now they are very happy to see what's been going on. 69-20. West Virginia leading here in the fourth quarter over Marshall. And the kick is taken by Stuart Butler about 3 yards deep, returns it, and Butler will get up to the 25-yard line. Well, let's check out today's Reese's perfect play.
Sean Alston getting the handoff, lineman blocking downfield, doing everything they're supposed to, leg drive, powerful lean, getting in the end zone for a touchdown. He's had a great big day.
Alston on the day, 123 yards on 16 carries, 2 touchdowns in the game. That is our Reese's perfect play of the game. There is a player down on the field for West Virginia. Marshall will start at their 25. Cato on first down, hands off to Stuart Butler. And Butler was hit initially in the backfield. His second effort, able to pick up a yard. J.B. Loggeman able to get penetration into that backfield.
Really see West Virginia's defense with a lot of energy still. Could be the score. That might have a little something to do with it. But I don't see that same energy in the beginning of the game that we saw from Marshall's offense.
Cato stepping up. Dancing around, throws. Nice job by Cato to create some space. Completes the pass to Jermaine Kelson. And Kelson was marked down. A pickup of 17.
Nice job by Cato, using his feet, getting out of the pocket, and making an accurate throw downfield.
The Mountaineer, it's like the Oregon Duck. I can't do anymore. It's hot. We've scored a lot of points. Cato stepping up, dumps it off to Butler, and Butler is able to pick up another first down.
smart decision by Cato. Nothing was downfield. Didn't have anything that he really wanted downfield. Came back to his running back, dumped it off.
I guarantee you that outfit's not exactly breathable.
Doesn't look like it.
It's not dry fit.
It isn't a dry fit. He's still angry. I think he still wants some more points. Wants more challenging push-ups.
Again, it's Butler on the carry. Able to dance forward, pick up 3. Christian Brown on the stop. Well, looking forward, this West Virginia team, they actually have next week off. Then they travel to D.C., take on James Madison, back home against Maryland. Then they open up Big 12 play at the end of the month against Baylor. And a lot of talk about this West Virginia team, about where they and how they stack up in the Big 12. And Eric, how do you think they stack up in the Big 12?
Well, I really think the preseason rankings got it about right. I mean, you got Oklahoma, who they ranked #1, and then next is West Virginia. And they've done that because of what they're able to do offensively, how they fit into the Big 12. They're a big play offense. Their defense has really only been their question mark. Who's going to step up as leaders on this defense? How are they going to react to when they get in the Big 12? But you know what? They've seen this offense in practice all the time. So I think that pace is not going to be a big change to that.
Right. Eric Frohnapple, the tight end, makes the catch, and he picks up the first down. So we told you about the next 3 games. Their first road game of the season is at number 15 Texas. Then they're back home against Texas Tech. And like Dana Holgorsen, he is no stranger to the Big 12. Spent 8 years at Texas Tech, and then he was at Oklahoma State. His defensive coordinator just came over from Oklahoma State. So they have an idea of what happens in this conference.
Well, if after watching what you saw today happen on the field from West Virginia defensively and offensively, there's no question that they're going to do well in the Big 12.
On 2nd and 5, a flag is thrown.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. Darius, what's the update on the injuries?
Yeah, guys, Level, you saw him just come off the field with a knee injury. He's classified as a knee injury, but he is done for the day. So we won't see any more Level.
Cato, the slant, pass complete, touchdown for Tommy Schuler. A flag is thrown, though. Let's see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense, number 53. A penalty's declined, touchdown.
It is a touchdown for Tommy Schuler. Schuler, a sophomore out of Miami, Florida. Rakeem Cato out of Miami, Florida. And now Justin Haig on for the extra point. 69-27. Rakeem Cato just getting some more experience in this one. Completes the pass to Schuler, who's able to muscle in for the touchdown. West Virginia on top. 2 teams right there. Alabama and LSU played for the national championship. On the kickoff, this one goes out of bounds, which will draw the flag.
Free kick out of bounds. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Next week, the regular season begins with a Fox NFL. It'll be a delayed handoff to Bowie. And Bowie spins away from a tackler. Broke away from Joaquin Waiters, Dominic LeGrand with the tackle.
Bowie with a nice spin move there, and I'm still noticing late in the game here, Marshall is still trying to tackle up by the shoulder pads. You know, not gain that leverage and that power and leg drive that you get when you tackle someone low. You know, the one thing that you can do too is if you wrap it up low, that keeps them from continuing their leg drive.
And you could have somebody else come and hit him high.
That's right.
On 2nd and 7, they keep it on the ground. Bowie, good run, stays on his feet. Across midfield up the 49-yard line. And we speak so much about the arm strength of Geno Smith and the play of the receivers and Stedman Bailey and Tavon Austin. We've seen nice performances today by KJ Myers and JD Woods and Ivan McCartney, but how about the running backs? I mean, you've got Sean Alston, who's over 100 yards. You got Andrew Bowie, he's been strong. That bodes well for this West Virginia team throughout the year.
It sure does, because what it does is it takes the pressure off Geno Smith. The things that he wants to do, the things that they want to do offensively, but they're not afraid to mix it up and run the ball. You can tell today that they've really done what they wanted to.
That shovel pass to Jordan Thompson, which they usually run for Tavon Austin. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Jermaine Holmes on the tackle. Don't forget, coming up next week, it is Miami traveling to Kansas State. We'll have that game at noon Eastern time, 11 Central on FX. Tell you what, the last 2 games for this West Virginia team has not been too shabby offensively. 70 and now 69. Millard in the pocket, and he's going to get taken down for a sack.
Again, there's that clock in your head.
Jeremiah Taylor with the sack, a loss of 4. And that's the difference. I mean, we saw before Geno Smith, the experience in the pocket. He had that clock running. He'd move out of the pocket, buy some more time, or maybe run with the ball. This time we saw Millard, who hasn't had much experience, sat in there too long.
It's good for him. They'll break this film down and they'll go through some of these things, and he'll actually learn a lot from this game experience.
Millard able to keep it, push forward, pick up maybe a yard. Devin Arrington with a tackle. 4th down is coming up, and this will be just a second punt of the game for Corey Smith. His first punt was blocked, which eventually led to a touchdown for Marshall.
Really saw them slow the offense down too, trying to kind of burn this clock at this point in the game, and that's not what they're used to doing offensively.
They may have heard the warning by the PA announcer saying that the bad weather is 10 miles away, so they don't want to have any rain delays in this. Smith able to get this punt off. Snipes Booker takes it at the 9. Booker all the way up to the 27-yard line. A 45-yard punt, a 19-yard return. Marshall and West Virginia with 6:25 to go. West Virginia leads 69-27. Now, I am not a weatherman, but the skies here in Morgantown don't look especially good. On first down, the handoff to Stewart. A lot of guys have been cramping up. Very humid out here today. It's one of those problems you see oftentimes early in the season. 69-27, West Virginia leading here. With just about 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Play action, the pass complete to C.J. Crawford. Crawford, the tight end. And he gets wrestled out at the 33-yard line, a pickup of 7. Nana Kyrum on the stop. Cato steps up over the middle, completes it again to C.J. Crawford. And another first down. Well, we looked at the upcoming schedule for West Virginia. How about for Marshall? Western Carolina, Ohio. We talked about Ohio before, playing at Penn State. Rice, Purdue, and then they're home against Tulsa on October 6th. Cato now taking his time. Time coming off the clock. Again, the play action. The pass is knocked down. Wes Tonkery able to break up that pass. Well, it looks like Darius Walker's noticed something about Rakeem Cato. What is it?
Yeah, hey guys, you know, we talked earlier about him wearing the gloves and throwing the football. He has decided to take the gloves off. He's not wearing the gloves anymore. Not sure if this is a tester to see what it feels like without the gloves, or if he's trying to decide between the two, but no more gloves for Cato.
maybe also he wanted to be more fashionable.
Well, now he's using the towel that's on his belt.
Hand off, up the middle. Grooms on the carry.
If I'm Marshall's offense at this point, I'm really trying to get some guys in the game, get that young comfort level up, you know, where they can feel like build the confidence in this first game. That's what they really need to do. Get those players in and out, get the ball in all your receivers' hands, whether it's short passes, get the ball in your running backs' hands. Still kind of mix it up. Don't get too conservative at this point.
Rakeem Cato, good pass towards the far sideline. Devontae Allen with the catch. And Rakeem Cato has a new career high in passing yards. He is now at 373 on the day.
That doesn't surprise me that he's done that today. Off-season work, it's his second year in the system. The things that he's been able to do, yeah, this is a tough team to come in and play game one, but he's been throwing accurate balls.
He had one interception, but that
yeah,
was off a deflected pass.
He had a fumble that he held on to the ball a little bit too long. These are things that he can learn from. Go back and watch the film and learn from these things. But he's been accurate in his throws. I thought his footwork has been great. You know, for a sophomore, true sophomore quarterback, he's got a lot of bright games in front of him.
Butler on the carry. I mean, this is a kid in Rakeem Cato who has been through a lot in his life. Both of his parents died when he was a youngster. He was raised by his sister, who's just a couple years older than him. He grew up in Miami. Actually, one of his mentors growing up was Geno Smith, the quarterback for West Virginia. So these two guys are close. And you see the numbers he's put up. And last year, he was third among true freshmen as far as passing yards on the season, had over 2,500. One of the other freshmen in front of him was also from Miami, Teddy Bridgewater, who played at Louisville. So a couple of true freshmen out of the city of Miami made an impact as freshman quarterbacks in college football. Handoff once again is to Butler. Doc Holliday speaking to him yesterday. He was talking about what Rakeem Cato did last year coming into campus. He didn't come in early. He wasn't an early enrollee. He came in 2 weeks before school started, when the football players report to school, and he started that very first game. So the only other guy I've seen do that, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, it's an impressive, it's very difficult to do. No experience, you don't really know the team, you're really not the leader.
You did it, but you were a redshirt freshman. You weren't a true freshman.
You had a year to understand the system, get stronger. Everything that he's had to do while playing last year.
On the fly.
Speaks volumes to the type of player he is, the commitment level that he's made. His teammates are surrounding him. They support him. He's not giving up tonight. You know, he's standing in there, he's throwing the ball, making completions. They're driving the ball down the field right now. Even though this could be the last drive, he's still executing.
Cato rolls out to the right, throws to the end zone, and it is hauled in, but they're going to say it's incomplete as Tommy Schuler was out of bounds. Wes Tonkery there on the coverage. Day of the year in Columbus. Patrick O'Neill, Eddie George, and Joey Harrington will have that. They'll get you set for game 2 today on this doubleheader between Colorado and Colorado State. 4th and 10. Marshall going for it, and why not? Cato has his man open, completes to Schuler, who got hit hard, but picks up the first down, sets up 1st and goal. Carl Joseph, the freshman free safety, with his 5th tackle of the game.
Well, a little surprising too that, you know, they're calling more penalties if you're defenseless. And there for a second, he kind of had his back to him. Carl Joseph on the play, making the tackle. Could have been questionable leading with his head.
On 1st and goal, the toss to Martin Ward, and Ward gets shoved out of bounds for a loss.
Well, good job of stopping the clock, but not a good job of losing yards.
Tage Redmond on the tackle, a loss of 5 on the play. Right now, I think both coaches just want this clock to keep on moving. They don't want any weather issues to interrupt the end of this game. Pass is swung out, complete to Jermaine Kelson. Carl Joseph right there, right away, this true freshman on the tackle. The first true freshman to start at safety for West Virginia since 2008 when Robert Sands was starting. That game coming up next, another in-state rivalry, Colorado and Colorado State. 3rd and 10. Cato. Pass is incomplete, was intended for Demetrius Evans. Ishmael Banks there on the coverage.
You know, they want a touchdown so bad here. They're going for the end zone. Want to just finish the game here with a somewhat of a positive note. They're not going. They know they're not going to win the game, but scoring a touchdown, building up some confidence going into next week's game.
Cato rolling out, throws back across his body, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Eric Frohnapple. 11-yard completion for the touchdown.
And that's exactly what they wanted to do. Great job by Cato getting outside in the pocket. Really wasn't meant to do that, but he felt the pressure, got outside to keep the play alive, threw all the way across his body. That's one of the hardest things to do in football, and to be able to find a wide open receiver. Nice pass and catch.
The extra point is good. A touchdown for Marshall with under a minute to go. 69-34. Total points. Nice play right there. The front line. And West Virginia will be able to run out the clock. The hands team with Ryan Nealon making that play. Well, those 644 yards of offense for West Virginia. The record for them was 674, set back in 1923.
Well, it just shows you the talent that they have on offense. Not just Geno Smith, but the help that he gets at running back, the help that he gets at wide receiver, inside slot. More than just one running back. They've got 3 or 4 guys that got over 100 yards today.
Millard play action. The pass is deflected and intercepted. Coming back the other way. Mountaineers love it, and a flag is thrown. I think some people are surprised right there about throwing when you're up 69-34 and under a minute to go.
Did they get what they deserve?
During the play, personal foul, intercepting team number 97, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be Marshall's ball, 1st and 10.
We've seen a lot of those penalties today, personal fouls, penalties against Marshall, and interesting call here. Throwing the football with this much time. Good focus and concentration on that football to really come up with a big play at the end of the game. Almost scored a touchdown.
KJ Myers was the intended receiver. He's the one who bobbled it and then intercepted by Montarius Lovett.
Daniel Halderson probably wishes he could take that one back.
Blake Frohnapple now in at quarterback here for Marshall. Hands off to Kevin Grooms. And Grooms is taken down by Redmond and Nana Crump. Blake Frohnapple, the brother of Eric Frohnapple, the tight end.
Frohnapple, a freshman. Good to get a freshman in case something were to happen down the road.
Quarterback keeper. Wes Tonkery with the tackle. Rakeem Cato, his day is done. A new career high for him.
Not the happiest look on his face, but did everything he could.
Frohnapple steps up, and he throws that out of bounds with 2 seconds on the game clock. (69-34). Number 11 West Virginia flexed their muscles, showing off what everyone has been speaking about, that offense.
Will Joe DeForest be happy that 34 points were scored on his defense today?
I don't think he'll be too happy, as that pass is incomplete, and that will do it. The last game of this rivalry comes to an end as West Virginia defeats Marshall 69-34. You just saw Geno Smith go over to shake Doc Holliday's hand. That's because Doc Holliday was the coach who actually recruited him to West Virginia. But the quest to enter the Big 12 for West Virginia here in 2012 off to a good start. A 69-34 victory over their in-state rival. Let's head back to Patrick O'Neill in our studio for the AT&T Fox College Saturday Game Break Show.